Hello, we are here for the lesson number 21 of this VariCAD training course, and this lesson is called Symbols and Blocks. So without any further delay, let us see the two topics that we need to see here. We will start for the symbols, and basically if I can give a description of what are the symbols. Symbols are sets of 2D objects. We can group things. We have libraries already from the standard installation of VariCAD, like these hydraulics and electrical symbols. This is a grouping that we have here in this kind of form, where I can choose one of the symbols and put it inside the 2D environment. Okay, basically these are closed libraries, okay, where the symbols are here and I just can use what I have, but I do also have the possibility to create my own libraries. And basically, to do so, I can come to menu file, symbols, and now I can create my own libraries where each one of the libraries has the symbols I want to do and to insert in the program. So before I can work with this, I must create a couple of entities on the screen, okay, something like this, and I can create a different one, but also basic one. For example, create a line here. And now, before I do the creation of the library itself, I will explode this in single entities. Now, if I come to the symbols, I have this dialog box. I can make a new library. In this case it is already new, but I will assure new, and I will make a new symbol. And the new symbol, it's asking me for the insertion point. For these ones I can give this point here. I can give a connection point, and for example I can give as connection point this midpoint here, or for example okay, this midpoint here, and enter, and now select these entities and confirm. So now I'll give object 1, for example. I can make a comment, I will not put it, and okay, and my list already has one object. I will create another one a little faster now, with no connection points. Open a window, choose this, and object 2, and okay, 2 objects. Now I don't have any library created. I will create one doing the save. In the save I will create, for example, VariCAD mechanical, what I want to call an error. No need to have this error. VariCAD mechanical, and save. Okay, it is done. For example, if I will start a new 2D drawing, okay, and I need to insert symbols from my library, I would come to this guy here, open. I will open the correct library. I just have this one I've just created, okay. It will open my library. I can have only one open. And when I create in one of the objects, I can do insert symbol into drawing. And when I insert symbols, basically the insertion point is the point where the cursor is grabbing the object. So now I can place it in my screen where I want. So click, and it is done. If I try to, you see that when I cross over the object, the complete object is grouped in one set. It's a symbol, but it's grouped, so it is recognized as just one entity. So, for example, if I want to create a line and I try to grab objects here, you see that normally I should grab the endpoints here, but they are not recognized, but it is recognized the insertion point and the connection point, okay? So these are the purpose of these 2 objects. I have another possibility when I'm inserting the symbols here, which is object, insert, And now with this location toolbar, these two last functions, which are the rotate and the scale, rotate, I can give a angle to rotate, for example, -20, and OK, and insert it now. Okay, these are options also when I try to insert symbols. I have a couple of other functions here on the dialog box. If I click on the object, okay, insert, we've just seen it. The edit symbol, I can edit the symbol name or description. Basically, it will open the box and I can change this. I can change the order and, okay, to put it down, just a question of appearance. And I can get this one and delete it from my library. And, okay, it is done. It's asking me, okay, you changed the symbol library, you need to save it again. Yes or no? For sure, yes. Okay. Symbols are very easy to deal with, and the main purpose is to order information inside with your symbols, with your entities. Okay. Besides the symbols, there is another possibility, which is the blocks. And the blocks, basically, they have similar purpose. It's at this moment a little old way to work with, but there are users that like to use this kind of method, and we need to explain it so that they can get the idea how to work with these on in VariCAD. Okay. For example, if I have this kind of, I'm just drawing randomly without any special care, but I can have the possibility to create blocks. Okay, I have this function for the blocks, and basically the way to work with this is to save a block with this command and to choose the objects, okay, confirm, and give a name, which I can give as, for example, VariCAD again, and save. But if you see, this is basically a drawing with the same extension as the normal file inside the program, DWB, but now save. Okay. And what happens is that from this moment I can do in the blocks also an insert block. Okay. And the insert block, it allow me to grab this file I just saved and do it. Okay, it is possible to insert it in any drawing you make from now on. Okay, you can insert it, and basically is this. I've done a step here not very well explained, but let me do it again because it is important. When you create the block, when you do the save block, the first point you give is the insertion point. Okay, it's the same as on the symbol library. So I choose a point or whatever I want, choose a point, select the objects, and now you give a name. Okay, I will give A. Okay, save. And now when you insert it, insert A, you see this is the point where the cursor is grabbing also. So basically very easy, save a block into a file, insert a block from a file. We can have a couple of functions also here, which are some addition of the blocks, like this edit block. But if you try to choose, even that you have the blocks created, you see that I have this function, no blocks are presented, because trying to explain it, we have two kinds of blocks here. Okay, I cannot say it is very useful, but you have the function, so for explaining I need to show you the pros and against this. So blocks, and you can have these besides the save block to a file, you can have this create block, and basically this will group the entities in one entity inside your drawing. So I will explode this also, so that you see that now the entities are completely alone, which was this condition here. And if I do now the create block, okay, again the insertion point, connection point if you want, no need. And now I will choose these objects and do the enter or the OK. Now with the name, I will say, okay, object 1. I could create an attribute, I will not do it now. And now, okay, I will save this file, save as, give a name, test1. And now this is recognized as, you see that now they are grouped. This is recognized as the entity block, because if I try to edit, even that is also only inside this drawing, if I try to edit now the edit block, you see that now the block, it's possible to edit, okay, and I could work on the block. Or if I try to edit block attributes, this has not, so I'll try with another one to show it is possible to edit the attributes of the block. Or if I change the block insertion point, if I choose the block, sorry, I'm not sure if I made a mistake, probably. Let us try to do a new one, because maybe I've done some mistake in the middle, so I'll work with this one. So insertion point, connection points, I don't have it, and now choose the objects, okay? Ob2, and to create an attribute which is a name, I can give the some stupid name, okay, and a value if I want, and say the attribute is hidden. So okay, for example 10, whatever I want, okay, and again, it is visible or not the attribute? No. So if I want to edit now the block insertion point, okay, the block is this one, you see, the insertion point, I can give a new one, you can give here, okay, it's a change. For example, if I want to edit block attributes, in this case, okay, do you want to make the visible the attribute? Edit, yes, and say it visible, okay. Where do we want to put it? Here, very good, okay. So this is a level, another level to work with the blocks. I personally prefer the old way, which I can call the old way, to work with save to the objects to a file and call it for any work in the future. It's a way, because if we try to work with this kind of purpose here, I think the symbols are better. Even that they have different purpose, but I think they are better. Anyway, this is a way to work with, and to work with the attributes here can be, for example, if you are working with the schematics of mechanical or electrical, where you have a lot of components, and you can have the possibility to give names to the components, and you can have them visible or not for your own guidance, or to show to other people. It's your own way to work with this, okay? So I hope to have this clear, these two functions, these two possibilities to work with information inside the program. And with this lesson, we end this big chapter, which was the 2D. So we will start in the next lesson on the 22 with another section of the software, and I hope to see you then.